welcome you to the Ask Jeff YouTube channel. Here's today's question. Romans chapter 9, verses 22 through 23. What do the, quote, vessels of wrath and the vessels of mercy refer to? Now, two specific verses. Let's peel away the layers for just a moment. What we know is the book of Romans. Many people, we talk about, the road of salvation or the Roman road. It talks about in chapter 3, verse 23, all have sinned. Verse 623, the wages of sin is death. We have all these great passages regarding our relationship with the Lord. Now, here's what's interesting, okay? And I'm going to get to the specific question. In Romans chapter 9 through 11, you have a very specific conversation utilizing what we know as Old Testament Israel as an example of our relationship with the Lord, i.e. our security. That's how chapter 8 ends. There's nothing that can separate us, much like there was nothing the Israelites could do in spite of the rebellion that voided the covenant they had with the Lord. Here's what's fascinating about the book of Romans. Read chapters 1 through 8 and then pick it up in chapter 12, and it's absolutely seamless. Why is that important? Because 9 through 11, just as inspired, just as preserved as any other section in the Bible. However, they serve as an illustrative material to the rest of the content of Romans. Why is that important? Because the vessels of wrath are those that are pointed unto and will experience the wrath of God. The vessels of mercy are those that will experience not only mercy, but redemption and salvation at the hands of the Lord. And so when you read just those two verses in isolation, it can appear that God has, on his arbitrary will, chosen some for wrath and some for mercy. When you peel the layer back, what you discover is that those that are a part of God's plan are the vessels of mercy, and those that have rejected it are the vessels of wrath. At the end of the day, those are the only two vessels that one can find themselves in. There is not a third way. There's not a third option. And so it begs us the question today, based on our response to Jesus Christ, do we find ourselves in a vessel of wrath, his judgment because of rejection, or a vessel of mercy because of the redemption that he's brought through Jesus Christ? Great question. If you have one, send to AskJeff.net. Maybe your question be tomorrow's. Thank you so much for being a part of our daily question here at the Ask Jeff YouTube channel. I want to encourage you on a few things. Number one, if you have a question to ask, submit it to AskJeff.net. Eventually, we'll get around to your question. Secondly, we'd encourage you to subscribe. That way, each and every day, Monday through Friday, you get a reminder of our question of the day. And last but not least, I want to remind you that on Wednesday evenings, live at First Baptist Church of Opelika, FBCOpelika.com, we do a solid hour of Ask Jeff where we dig into the questions more than just 60 or 90 seconds. Sometimes it would take the entire hour. All that being said, AskJeff.net is where you submit a question to this channel each and every day, Monday through Friday.